That's right. We just had Mardi Gras. Welcome back to another video. For those who did not catch my shorts, if you're not seeing it for some reason because of the YouTube algorithm or whatever reason it could be, recently we had Mardi Gras down here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I also participated in some DEPIN projects while I was doing Mardi Gras stuff. Mostly 375 AI or the 375 Go app, which I've discussed many times on this channel, and also Chirp KAGE, which I have also discussed many times on this channel. So I'm gonna make a short video. I promise it's actually gonna be short because I have about 3 videos I need to make tonight. And I'm just gonna do a quick little rundown of some Mardi Gras highlights, a couple of videos I snapped for y'all, and kind of show y'all what I did before and after the Mardi Gras weekend. And I was pretty impressed with the points I got. Again, don't know what that's going to turn out to, but let's go ahead and get started and start covering some of that. Well, today is March 9th, and I know looking at the market right now, probably none of y'all want to think about crypto. I made a joke on my Twitter. Make sure y'all follow me on my Twitter X right here. I made a joke that we're going into another bear market from a previous bear market, and we just went ahead and skipped this bull market because that is the way it looks right now. But I'm not panicking. Y'all know me, and the way I feel about it is it can crash all at once because DCAN every payday. I'm buying the cryptos that I want. None of this is financial advice. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I just like to tell y'all what I'm doing. Not that I know what I'm doing. You know, Alex Becker, for those who watch him, he has this big disclaimer in the front with all these words and stuff. And I know most of y'all won't take time to read it, but basically it says, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. You know, he seems like he does. He seems very successful in some of the stuff he calls, but he still does this whole thing that says, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. We're going to lose our pants on all this stuff. Crypto's a scam. Don't follow me. Okay, now come watch the video. So I'm kind of the same way that, you know, I'm bringing y'all along for a ride on what I'm doing. And basically a lot of these crypto projects are just taking chances. So that's kind of my little spiel for the people who might be new here. So Chirp is a project that I'm very high on, and I feel very highly about. I call it, not that they probably like that, but I call it kind of a Helium 2.0, taking some of the things that Helium did wrong and improving on those aspects, improving on those algorithms or those technologies, and going to be open to a lot more IoT type projects and even more frequencies than what Helium was kind of pegged down towards. So I'm not gonna make this video that long. Y'all can go read about Chirp. They have their own website, chirp.io, if you want to read about that. And basically it tells you kind of all about it, what their plans are for everything like that. They know that not everybody could go and get the whole miner. I do have one of their Blackbird miners, but there's only been a very few that have been released to this point because it is somewhat of a new project. So they knew that everybody couldn't get one of those. So then they also went and they released the game Chirp KAGE. And that's what this app is. That's what this video right here is going to basically hit on. If you're interested in it, this is only available for Google phones, with the Google store and stuff like that. So you have to have an Android phone. I don't necessarily agree with that, but hey, I didn't make this up. There's different excuses on why they don't want to be on iPhone. Me, I just look at it as you just excluded 52% of your smartphone customers in the United States. Yes, 52% of smartphones are iPhones in the United States. You can Google it because I just did. But I'm not making this video about that. So if you want to participate in the Chirp project, Kage is free. You can download it. And then I have a code also that will give you bonus points for starting off. You have rankings and different things like that. And again, I did a deep dive into this already once. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds on this. Basically, you're walking around, driving around. I'm gonna tell you, I don't leave home without it. I didn't have an Android phone. For those who follow my videos, I had a buddy who was getting rid of an Android phone because he bought a newer, later, greater one, latest and greatest, and he knew a little bit about the project. And he's like, "Hey, man, you can have this phone." And we just had basically we had this handshake agreement that in case something ever forbid happens to his new phone and he needs one to bail him out, I'd give him his phone back, which is cool with me because this didn't cost me anything. Basically, if you want to join the Chirp KAGE app, up here is a code that I have for joining the Chirp KAGE app. Again, you get 25,000 free data chips if you want to do it. Again, I know I'm repeating myself. This is a free app, completely free. You download it on your phone, and as you're driving around, walking around, hell, even today I was doing yard work. I leave my phone because I have somewhat of a busy street. I have, one street I live on, but I live kind of in the middle, so there's a lot of houses past me. I live on one long street. If it's a day like today, this is the first day I'm sitting at home all day without leaving. I'm not joking, in probably about 3 weeks. So I got to spend time with my family today. There'll be yard work. But because I wasn't leaving anywhere, I left my phone on my porch and just let it run all day. When I'm parked at work, instead of my normal, I have my own parking spot at work, which is kind of behind the building, close to where my door is for my office. Lately, because plus I need the steps, I am parking close to the highway. We work on a main, state highway, which has a lot of traffic at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So I will leave that plugged in to a battery bank that I have, and it stays charged and gets a lot of connections. And like I said, this is basically what it looks like. You can see that, kind of what it looks like. You're turning it into crypto. We don't know what the payout is. I will say this to make sure everybody understands. If you haven't joined this project, this is basically meant to be kind of a side little supplement, not a big money maker. They have said this over and over in the Discord. This is meant to be a small little supplement, a little extra fun game to get a little bit of chirp if you couldn't get a device, can't afford a device for some reason, just to be somewhat be involved in the project. They have said this over and over in the Discord that they're not expecting this to be a big paying part of the Chirp project. But I know you and I know people in crypto. And if you haven't caught my video last week, I did about everybody being spoiled in crypto in the level that we have set so high for paying out on passive income projects that if we're not getting Lambo type money, we're very disappointed. I can tell you right now, today is March 9th at 9:00 p.m. Central Time that I'm making this video. And I'm telling you, people are going to lose their mind whenever this does pay out. They don't know when it's going to pay out yet, when the first payout's going to be. But when the first rewards come out for this project, it will automatically be, don't quote me on it, I want to say like every 10 days after that, 2 weeks, 10 days, something like that, every after that. They don't know when the first one's going to be at. But when it does, these people are going to lose their mind. I don't care what it pays. Don't care. It ain't going to be enough. Because I've learned that, and I'm trying to preface, if y'all would go watch my other video, even though that one is longer than what this one was supposed to be, people are going to lose their minds. But that's just the state we live in crypto right now. So when you join, you choose a side of Syntech or FCKY. I have to watch how I pronounce that. Could we call it something different? You can imagine we're dirty little kids. If you're new, I would suggest joining Syntech. There's a lot less people in Syntech because they're supposed to be the security forces, and everybody wants to be the rebels these days. But in hindsight, there's a lot less people to compete with for rankings on this side. So you might want to look at that. So if you use my code to join, you can pick either one. And again, you can read kind of all about this. And there's also ways you can join the Chirp Discord and see all the announcements and what's going on with that right now. And feel free to go browse around. So here's a screenshot showing what I'm starting with before this weekend, this Mardi Gras weekend. 21,100,000 with a rank of 112 on for the round. And globally, I have 208 ranking, ranked 208. And for the FCK Wire team, I am ranked 119. Again, this is before any parades, anything I'm doing for this Mardi Gras weekend. This is on Saturday morning before the first parade. So the first parade we have is on Saturday. This is the Saturday right before Fat Tuesday, which Fat Tuesday is Mardi Gras. We call it Fat Tuesday for those who aren't familiar with all the Mardi Gras lingo and stuff. Saturday is where I work at is a, which again, we have parishes. So this is in St. John Parish where I work at. This is a kind of a small town parade that goes through a neighborhood. And part of my job is I'm riding in my work vehicle. They stick me kind of somewhere between the front and the back, somewhere in the middle. And I just follow to kind of report everything going on in the parade. And just for a cool thing, on my Grumpy Dad Outdoors YouTube page, I stream it. It doesn't get a lot of people, but hey, it's just a small little town, just to kind of bring it to some people to take a look at. But I am also running 2 different DEPIN apps while I'm working this parade, or I'm riding in this parade, whatever you want to call it. Again, it's not like I'm really doing anything with them. I just have them votes just sitting on the dashboard of the vehicle. I'm running Chirp KAGE, of course, which, without giving away what the rank is, and you have to watch to the end of the video of how much I've gained, but I have this running. This is just, you turn it on scan, and even right now I can hit activate scan, and you'll watch on these Bluetooths. How they keep getting these new Bluetooths, I don't know. So you can see it jumping right there, 21 Bluetooths. So how they always have these new Bluetooth connections, I don't know. But I'm also running 375 Go or 375 AI. I'm running both of these while I'm also running Demo and Nadix. Nadix really didn't record that much because you have to be going a certain speed, which I didn't hit that certain speed while I was doing this. And also running Sword Chain, which is another one I'm running. So then Sunday, which is the big parade in my parish, and it also rolls through a neighborhood, even though it probably shouldn't because of the size of that. We've tried to get it to move out of a neighborhood. The people wouldn't hear it, wouldn't have it, or anything like that. You can see what the crowd kind of looks like in the back. But I had a guy from work. I work at the command post during this, so I'm not riding in this parade. This parade gets pretty crazy. I'm at the command post. I'm dealing with communications, cameras, different things like that. And but one of my friends who does ride in the parade, I convinced him to take my Chirp KAGE app and along with my battery pack here, and he rode in this parade, which was about 4 hours long, and he got some pretty good results. So you can see here that he got 37,000 Bluetooth, 5,000 Wi-Fi, 5,300 Wi-Fi. 37,718 is my personal best I have ever seen on this app. So this was a huge jump before I even went to New Orleans to my rankings and points. So just standing in the crowd, you can see how fast these Bluetooths are jumping up. Basically, everybody with a phone, look at that. The app can't even keep up. And all in all, Monday night, or Mardi Gras, as they call it, which is the Monday right before Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras. The city's done up nice. It's beautiful. It's the calm before the storm, literally. But you have buildings and Mardi Gras lights, and everything looks beautiful. So Fat Tuesday gets here. Next thing you know, we got 40-mile-an-hour winds blowing. So for the round, we started at 21 million with a rank of 112, finished with 25 million with a rank of 37. For the leaderboard, we started with a rank of 208. Now we're at 160. With FCK Wire, started at 119. I'm now at 89. So that was basically it. So you saw I had some gigantic jumps during the Mardi Gras 30 weekend, especially down in New Orleans when we have those gigantic crowds. And next weekend being St. Patrick's Day weekend, it gets pretty crazy and packed too. Hell, I mean, as if they need an excuse to go party on the French Quarter and on Bourbon Street. But those parades I told you about, the big New Orleans parades that are actually in Metairie, Jefferson, which is your big family style parades, those all got postponed and moved to St. Patrick's Day. So they are riding, before or after some of these parades for St. Patrick's Day. Crazy crowds. Depending on what I got going on this weekend or that weekend coming up, might have to go take a ride down there again, cruise around the French Quarter. Look, I'm all about the crypto, DEPIN, stocking all this up, 375 AI, 375 Go, and Chirp KAGE. I might have to just, take some time. And I mean, even my wife wanted to come ride around with me. I'm just gonna go cruise around a little bit. You can't go drive down Bourbon Street, especially after what happened for New Year's. They got it all blocked off. So, but one street up, one street down from Bourbon Street, you're getting a lot of connections. And if I can find an easy place to park, even though I don't want to, but if the crowds are crazy, I might just have to risk life and limb just to go walk up and down Bourbon Street. Got to think the connections for Chirp KAGE will be crazy. But hey, we never know. Kind of all matters what's going on. Next weekend's crunch time. I still have a couple of Wingbits geosigners that have to be put out. We're coming to the crunch time of that deadline that I have to get those things connected. So I'll be doing a video shortly about everything going on with the Wingbits project. Stay tuned for that one. And, I don't know how much time I'm going to have. And I'm kind of getting backed up with some stuff at work. So we'll see. We'll see what everything goes on. A lot going on. Even though crypto prices are going down, I joke that we're in another bear market, but I really don't believe that. It's just, Tyler had a great saying the other day: temporary pain for long-term gain. And we're in some temporary pain right now. Just take some aspirin, drink a little Bywater bourbon like I do. I actually pass by for those who know that, every now and then I like to partake in a little bit of a drink. Bywater bourbon is my favorite. I've had it as my favorite. I've talked a lot about it over some of my videos, locally distributed here, but I actually passed by their distilling company that is in New Orleans, and it was pretty cool. But, of course they weren't open or anything like that. I mean, who doesn't want to try out some Irish Channel whiskey? Irish Channel has a huge parade coming up for St. Patrick's Day. Marinade moonshine, different things like that. And they actually just started advertising. I just saw it on their Facebook page. They're doing another round of investments and stuff like that, where you can actually invest some money into it and become an investor and stuff. And if I had a couple $100, I would throw it in it just because I'm a big fan of them. I'm actually Facebook friends now with some of the people that work there and some of the distillers and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. So if you know, like I said, if y'all know that I'm into that 73distilling.com is the website. If y'all want to do, they do have a store and stuff like that. But not that I'm pushing them, not that I'm getting anything out of it. I just a huge fan of this Bywater bourbon. I think because I think it's a cool thing with Bywater, and I know I grew up around New Orleans and stuff like that. It actually, you know, I've tried Crown Royals and the Crown Reserves and stuff like that, and this actually has a good taste, and a lot of my friends like it. It is a little more expensive than regular Crown, but it's worth it. This is the one. This is the 4-grain bourbon, and I really like it. I have not tried a straight bourbon. But the 4-grain bourbon is pretty good. So I haven't tried these whiskey trees. This will be award winning also, but this is a award winning one also in blind tests, like even in New York and different places like that. So, you know, I try it out. All right, so no more alcohol. Mardi Gras is over with. So thank y'all for watching. Again, if y'all want to get in Chirp, it's completely free. You just need an Android phone. Join with the code that's up there, 4E430177, because they don't let you make custom codes, but you will start off with 25,000 free of those data chips, and then I get some data chips also as a one-time thing. So it's not like these other projects where I continuously make tokens off of whatever you do. You get a one-time bonus. I get a little one-time bonus, and that's it. If you're interested in 375 AI, look for 375 Go. That one can be used on any iPhone or Android phone. And same thing, it works in the background of your iPhone and you just drive around with it. There's a waiting list, but to bypass the waiting list, if you use my code, one day I'll point the right way. It's all backwards for me. But if you use the code thegrumpydad, you will be able to bypass that and get in on using threes. And again, that was just riding around and all you're doing is riding around with hexes, capturing hexes and different things like that. And again, it's very easy. You can see where all the different places I've driven. The blues are me that's driven there recently, but a lot of these, like even going up north into Mississippi, that's all me. And I'm about to hit 100,000. So I'm running it. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate all the support. Again, I'm at 27,500 subs. Please make sure you like this video. Please make sure you hit the sub button if you haven't. Hit the little bell notification so you know when I have timely videos out and stuff like that. Thank y'all for watching. Happy Mardi Gras, happy St. Patrick's Day, and all that. And see y'all in the next video, which will be shortly.